We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for the first in-season edition of the Alexis Kelly Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head acrobatics and tumbling coach Alexis Kelly. And Alexis, your girls are set to take the mat for the first time here on Sunday. Talk about the excitement for this first meet and to get the sport out there.
I think the girls are so excited for a number of different reasons. The first being we are a first-year program. Traditionally, first-year programs don't actually compete. They recruit for the whole year. So the fact that we were able to put something together in 2 months and have a full competing roster first year is already absolutely incredible. These girls work so hard day in and day out all the time, around the clock. They're coming in, putting in the time for extra work, extra workouts, just extra tumbling practice, everything they need to do to show out. They have done that, and I couldn't have asked for a better first group of girls to coach.
And talk about the building of this program. It got announced in May that we were starting an acrobatics and tumbling team. You got hired shortly after. Talk about the build up to this season and what it's been like.
The buildup has been phenomenal. I got to meet so many amazing people while I was recruiting this summer. We had about 10 weeks of recruiting over the summer. I think I was gone for probably about 8 of those weeks, traveling around, trying to meet as many different people as I can, going to prospect camps, meeting with other coaches. So I think the resources that we had were an absolute blessing in this process. And I think it's really cool to see everybody's different background, because traditionally you get to a collegiate level for a sport. People have been doing that sport since they've been 3-4 years old. Acro is such a new and emerging sport that there are so many people at the collegiate level who have never competed that way before. So we have people with all different kinds of backgrounds, especially gymnasts and cheerleaders. So it's been really cool to watch them transition from their normal world into a new realm.
And you have a couple girls on your roster who have competed before, Courtney Hurst, Jenna Smith, and Ashley Aston. Talk about those three and kind of the leadership they're bringing to this team.
I think those 3 girls are incredible. They do such great things on the mat and off the mat. Like you said, they have competed before. Those are all 3 transfer students that we have coming in. And I think they are going to help so much because they know not only the ins and outs of meets and how it runs, but they also know the mental capacity that it takes and in order to do a meet successfully and stay in the right headspace. I think that that's going to be such a difference that we have for us in our corner.
And then you mentioned you have a bunch of new girls as well. Talk about some of the new girls who are kind of impressing you here in this early portion.
We do have a bunch of new girls. I think one of our girls that we are most impressed with is one of our freshmen. Her name is Gianna, and she did cheer. She's from the West Coast, and just watching her grow from how she was when she first got here to where she's at now is absolutely incredible. I think one of the most iconic skills that she has right now is she can do a 1.5 on a dead mat, which if you guys are out at the meet, you'll see that. And that is a very, very hard skill. That's one of the highest tumbling skills that you can do on floor.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head acrobatics and tumbling coach Alexis Kelly. And Alexis, talk about the Mountain East Conference as a whole. First year competing in the MEC, got your first MEC match coming on Sunday against West Liberty. Talk about this conference and the challenges it brings.
I think this conference is a great one for us to be in, not only because of the support that we have from the other coaches, but just that it's going to be a challenging conference for us. This conference holds about 7 different teams that we have for acro, and every single time there are teams that are consistently ranked in the top 10 that we will be competing against this year. So I think that'll not only be great exposure for our programs, but also learning experiences as well too for us.
And looking at your first meet, you're starting this historic rivalry between Wheeling and West Liberty. They've been battling it out in every other sport. Talk about what it's going to be like to kick off that rivalry in your first ever meet.
I think it'll be great. I think it's something that's definitely been a driving factor for our girls. You can see how much harder they want to work knowing that it's the rivalry that we're going against, especially with it being a home meet as well, too. I think the energy is definitely going to be there, and I think that since we have similar roster numbers to them as well, too, it's going to be really interesting to see what we can go out and do.
And finally, when fans come to the gym on Sunday, what can they expect from you guys?
You guys can see something that's quite different. Acro is a very competitive sport. However, it's something different from any other sport. While the other team is actually competing, you will see while one team's competing, you will see the other team actively cheering on for them. Like I said, it's a very welcoming environment. It's very supportive, and the main premise of the sport is girls supporting girls. and you will definitely see a lot of that. There's no heckling or trash talk from the crowd or anything like that. It very much is just a positive environment.
Thanks, Alexis. Good luck out there Sunday. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.